Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading, and we're going to go ahead and get straight into the channeled messages that I got for you when I was meditating on the collective Aries energy. And I have to get the song out first because it literally made me smile, and it kind of kicked me out of the meditation because I was getting into the song too much. But the song, it's an old song. They were saying, you don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? So I love that song may resonate with you. The artist, I'm not sure off the top of my mind who the artist is, although I should know that, but I believe it's called Magic Carpet Ride. But that song actually validates anything for you or not, the energy and the emotion that I was feeling, Aries, was kind of like this, it's like an excitable energy, but in a happy way, in a fun way. So I feel like some of you tapping in more to your fun side in July, or wanting to have more fun incorporated into your life, okay, is what I'm feeling. Then the images that they were giving me was, I saw the Joker, the new version of the Joker, the one Joaquin Phoenix played. For some reason, that image, and then they showed me another mask, which was a Power Ranger. Then I heard Go Power Rangers, whatever. And yeah, they just kept showing me different types of masks. So some of you are kind of masking some depression or some more maybe not so happy thoughts that you don't want the world to know about. All right, I'm just being honest with you. That's how it's coming through. It's like, on one hand, and I don't want to say you're pretending, I don't get that, but it's like, on one hand, Aries, you're this fiery, bright, excitable, likable character, and then on the other side, they're showing me like the images of the Joker and the singer NF, which is also an Aries, by the way. Like the darker shadow part, Aries, showing up. And so some of you are kind of masking some pain right now, or maybe just not wanting to be very vulnerable with that piece of you. Some of you are trying not to acknowledge that piece of you, but you know, you don't want to go so far into acknowledging the light side of you that you ignore the dark. I'm not saying dwell in the dark, but I'm saying acknowledgement of it is what transmutates it into the light. So don't shy away from shadow work if that's what you're being called to do during this time frame. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable in situations you feel safe, with people that you feel safe with, okay, Aries? And then they keep giving me the word power, which, interestingly enough, I just shared a meme. I know this doesn't sound connected, but I swear it is. And the meme said, you know, I'm not sure why they don't call electricians Power Rangers, but okay. It's a stupid meme. And as I say that, out pops your card. Oh my gosh. But something about power outages or power surges, possibly in the environment, like in your home or in the weather. I don't know, as we go into July, what the weather patterns are. I am not, I don't even know what they call them. I don't predict the weather. Okay. And if it's not that, then it's a power surge of energy coming through. Okay. So let's get into the tarot here, Aries. Never a dull moment with you guys, but and see what that says and go from there. All right, so the overall energy is you showing up here and vibrating in the Aries energy. This is talking about the self-starting part of you, the daring, the fierce part of you. This is the part that I feel like Aries gets most stereotyped towards, like this impulsive, fiery, blah, blah, blah. But it kind of depends on what your rising sign is, because you could have an earth rising sign and actually come off very subtle and quiet, even though internally you're fiery. You know, and I feel like that's kind of what's going on. Actually, even if you don't have an earth rising, during this time frame, Aries, I feel like there's some more subtlety to something that you are either showing or choosing not to show the world. Either way, I feel like this is driving you towards your goals, and you definitely have a mission here. Just don't be impulsive or argumentative during this time frame, especially as you go in to do some shadow work, as I feel like some of you are going to be dabbling in a bit of shadow work here. And I wanted to sneeze when I said that. So now you have the World and the Page of Wands here, Aries, coming out. So this is completion, this is closure, and a new beginning, like right on the edge of that. Some of you are getting some new ideas about how to feel more on top of things, or to bring in more success when it comes to your goals and your mission and your career and your finances, okay? Or it's like time to light that fire underneath your butt, Aries, so that you can go more towards your success. But either way, you know, success really isn't about the things that we have to show for it, although it's validation, right? And we all like a little validation. But true success, either way, it comes from a sense of feeling satisfied with where you're at, feeling satisfied with who you are, and feeling that success regardless of needing the validation or the environment around you. But this is a time to be open to new things and new ideas, because this energy is kind of calling you in that direction to be a little bit more open. I keep getting that word, and I want to go back to the word vulnerable, which I know I have some Aries on here like, vulnerable. You know, I'm just kidding. But I'm serious. I mean, oh, okay. I heard something about talking smack. Talking smack. Some of you, this is really specific, and this is kind of coming out of left field. Some of you are overly concerned with someone talking smack about you, or you're getting too involved in like the gossipy, low-level energy, and you're kind of calling that into you. You could be observing that in another if it's not you the one doing it, or being paranoid about that. That was random. Okay, so let's see. Aries, let's go deeper, shall we? So I'm going to go into the thought process first, what's going on with you in the headspace, then we're going to go into the emotional space, what's going on with you in your heart chakra, and then we're going to go to the overall spiritual guidance. So, headspace for Aries. That song is still playing. You don't know what we can find. Some of you want to go on a magic carpet ride? What's this about? It's like being ready to go on a journey here, Aries. Some of you are 70s babies. So go check out that song, all right? Okay, so you have the Emperor here, Eight of Pentacles, the Sun. Well, this is your energy showing up. So I feel like you're certainly feeling a lot more confident than you have in the past, Aries. And it's because you've done some work on yourself. It's because you've been feeling connected, okay? Or it's like thinking strategically as well about what you want to do to build yourself up. There's a lot of strategic thinking. Some of you feeling like the boss. Some of you might be the boss, or you're working towards that. Some of you might be a little bossy. Watch that, all right? So I feel like don't let it go into arrogance. Like, don't let your head get so big that you get arrogant, Aries, because I feel like for some reason that's coming through as a precaution. But for the most part, this is a very commanding presence, right? This is someone who knows their stuff, and I feel like that's your energy coming in. It's like, I've done my due diligence, I know my worth, and I'm ready to call it into me. And you are, you know, because there's new ideas flowing to you, and there's an opportunity for some success here. There is a lot of clearing of the mental space is what I'm feeling going on around you, Aries. And because of that, it's like this sense of reconnecting with what makes you happy and what makes you feel good, and feeling that sense of connection come through you and to you. This is actually a really beautiful energy. Some of you are deciding to change some habits, and just changing like even the smallest habit brings you so much pleasure, or something around that, you know? Like, you might have one day in July where you just randomly, they're giving me a medicine cabinet. Okay. Like arrange a cabinet or a closet or something, and it gives you like this sense of accomplishment that you haven't had in a while, you know, like when you move your furniture around, or like it's like something very, very small, but energetically it's like clearing a very large amount of space for whatever reason, Aries. And so, okay, what's that song? I like that song. Love shine down on me. It's like the sun's going down on me. Elton John, isn't he also an Aries? I think he is. It's an Elton John song. I don't even know if I got the lyrics right. If you know it, please put it in the comments. But that song came through for whatever reason. So let's go into the heart space here, Aries, and see what we have going on in the heart space for you. Four of Swords, Death and Rebirth, and the Empress. So I feel like, you know, emotionally, that you're really coming to the space of being at calm. This is beautiful. You are like calling into you, energetically speaking, the things that you want. And it seems to be coming with such ease. And I think it's because you're just either in a good space in your life right now, or like during this time frame, you're just feeling more connected, like upliftment here. And it's helping to pull in literally something that has been gestating in the energy, ready to come through for you, Aries. So emotionally, trying to be more patient with yourself is going to help, letting change come to you. Some of you, I heard, are a change agent, meaning like sometimes your chaos creates change within others, or vice versa. There's something about a change agent here. This could also be someone you're dealing with, Aries, that you have an emotional connection with, that is very patient and kind of dreamy, and they create like some sort of change within you, or a desire to change, okay? And if it's not another person creating that, then it's you that is being seen that way, as someone who is creating change in the external environment or within another person here. There's some deep emotion here, okay? I wouldn't usually say this is shadow work going on, and maybe this is the shadow work that I felt earlier, but I feel, Aries, you're trying to be patient with yourself and just wait on divine timing, or at least that's what you're being encouraged to do, and to get some rest here, rejuvenate, take care of your heart. Take care of your heart, because I'm getting like a heart space message about needing to allow yourself to say no to things that you're not in alignment with, that your heart's not in. Some of you gotten into a bad habit of saying yes to things that you don't actually want to do or participate in, because maybe you want to appease another person, or it's tradition or culture that you do this thing that you don't want to do. But like for some reason, Spirit is guiding me to tell you, or to say that it's okay to say no. You know, you're not a bad person if you say no and you honor your heart. You know, if you're not feeling like it, it's okay to honor that within yourself. And I know in this day and age that people get so mad, you know, because people have all these expectations of us. When I need you, you're there. And if you're not there, you don't care. Well, the problem with that is we all have our own things going on. And sometimes it's not in your best interest to put yourself in someone else's trauma or drama or issue, especially if you're needing that healing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And in those cases, it's more beneficial to say, no, I love you from a distance. Catch me on a different day when I'm feeling better. You know, like, it's okay to say no. I know some of you are like, shoot, I ain't got no problem saying no. Those are for my more feisty Aries, but I feel like I have some Aries energy coming through that are my softer Aries that probably have a lot of earth in their chart. But I'm getting like, yeah, that type of vibe coming through. Honor your space. Clear your space. Let's see what the overall spiritual picture is, Aries. Okay. I saw that coming. 5 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Ooh! 5 of Wands. Why the 5 of Wands? Okay. See, this goes into what I was talking about earlier. You know, these people, places, whatever, that emotionally drain you, start allowing yourself to say no. You know, even if it's just saying no to your own thoughts around it. Say you start going into this really negative space, you know, this low space where you never feel enough and it just feels like everything's draining you and everyone's draining you. That's because you are putting too much pressure on yourself to validate or be there for other people, or you're overextending yourself in the environment somehow. Like you're putting too much on your plate, and that's what gets you in this exhaustive energy here. And I think that's where the message comes in of saying, know how to say no. And some of you, this goes into what I was saying earlier about this side of Aries that is shielded, or there's a face mask around the part of you that's vulnerable that you don't want people to see. I know exactly what it is. Thank you. You don't want you love to be the one to help, but you don't like to be the one to accept help. That's the message they're giving me. Take it or leave it. Or during this time frame, maybe that's not you all the time, but I'm getting this sense of like you liking to be the one needed, but then not asking for help when you need it. Not even telling anybody. Some of you even try to be there for someone else when you're going through your own thing and don't even bring it up to the person, or like they have no idea, and you're overextending yourself, you know? And yeah, that's not honoring your emotions, Aries. I'm not saying you gotta tell everybody your secrets or, you know, express every emotion, but I'm saying like, don't try to be something for someone else that you aren't to yourself. Be there for yourself first. Be the best friend that you are to another person, to yourself. Just try that for a week. See how it goes. See how it feels. Does it lighten your mood? It'll definitely get you out of a funk if that's where you start to go. Because there's some sort of like action here that you're being guided towards, and it's going to take a lot of energy. So it's really important that you have energy reserves, because there's some sort of either, I heard family drama for some of you, or like something that requires your attention and you'll need the energy. Some of you feel bad though, you know, about prioritizing self, or there's a lot of competing energy here. Okay, a lot of competing priorities. So at the end of the day, Aries, when you're having a bad moment, sit down and ask yourself, is this life changing? Is anybody, you know, gonna die if I don't attend this event, or I don't pick up the phone, or whatever? Is this urgent? Is this even something I have control over? Ask yourself those 3 questions. It's probably not as important as your brain's wanting to make you think it is. You know, if you don't have control over it, let it go. If you do have control over it and you could prioritize yourself, prioritize yourself. I wanted to get clarification on the competing priorities. Some of you, this is competition among friends and love. Like your friends not liking your lover not liking your friends, or having like love calling you, and then also your friends and your family needing you and trying to mesh them all. Or you got like work buddies and social media buddies and, you know, like a lot of competing people possibly that are competing for your attention here, Aries. Or you might be giving attention to multiple networks or multiple relationships. And if you're wondering why you feel drained at the end of the day, that's why. Because you're getting lost in all of those connections and networks and not prioritizing self. And that's really important for someone here. But some of you, you know, I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing, but it depends on your situation, right? I just feel like there's a lot of competing energies here. So, Aries, where are we? Oh, okay. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me get a guidance card and see what your overall guidance is here. This says strength. So I feel like some of you might have some Leo placements, but this is you being strong enough to, like I said, prioritize self. It says strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You are never really alone. We are always with you. I want to point out the key word in this card here, Aries, and that is the word replenish. Replenish. And how do you do that? By keeping a balanced body, mind, and soul. Wow. Aries, let me tell you, I love your readings, but please do let me know zodiac signs you could be dealing with. The only two major arcana I see, actually three, I've got Taurus, Scorpio, and Aries. But I have fixed energies here, so you could also be dealing with Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, like I said. But it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't worry too much about that part. If it resonated, great. Do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All of the handle names are Tarot Time with Dana, also linked in the description box below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. And if you like my styles, you can get them for yourself in my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com, also linked below. Wishing you the very best. Either way, Aries. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.